everybody. I'm Larry.
Lariat is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year, they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans take possession. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Cousins on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Complete to Amaro on the right side. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Touchdown, Houston. T.Y. Hilton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the first time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down. Here's Cousins. Amaro's got it. Left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. To the air again, it's Cousins. Got a man complete. It's the tight end Amaro. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it. No, check, Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Cousins again. And he's got it. The tight end, Amaro. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your top. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And he
rifles one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL
Oliver Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Cousins now. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Cousins got a man, and he hits him in stride. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better, a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
A very solid gain of 27. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Following the penalty, it's Ivory. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Green, 9.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Underneath to Ivory. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Fielded about a yard deep. Back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Cousins. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Miller, the lone setback. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he finds Jason Morrow. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17 add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They go play action here on first down. Paul bringing it in. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On first down, Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To throw, it's Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Hopkins, the one receiver right. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now Bortles throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now. 339. 339.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Shreds the tackle. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Miller, the lone setback. Throwing, Cousins. And over the middle here, Amaro. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. In quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
On first down, this is Ivory. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, but not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Go, go!
play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. He's got, and he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. On second down, Ivory. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Bortles surveying the field. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Miller. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 18 of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, no one on the offense.
Oh, this is blocked. The defense picks it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you, because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level's leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
2nd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Bortles going to throw. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30, he'll be down at the 31-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They give it to Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, spinning away. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Cousins. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Cousins now on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's
Miller,
go.
the lone setback. To throw is Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. They'll run with Miller, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green.
Second down, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Another pistol look here. Third and goal for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, here's Bortles. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And as our graphic shows, sort of back to his old form, you requested a meeting with a tight end coach this week. What came from that?
Yeah, that's not normal because we usually talk to the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. It's pretty simple stuff, but you're talking about a former tight end now coaching who's been to Pro Bowls and understood what it takes to get things done and get them done better. He's had bad games and had to bounce back. So I just asked him, what kind of advice did he give him? What do you do with him? I told him to relax. He's one of the best in the game. Let's go play. And it's worked out pretty well in this one.
And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do that. Dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Throwing here, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On third down, Cousins. He finds Hopkins complete. And he lost the football. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Caught left side by Hilton. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 1 final try now for Bortles. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.